if you are somebody that's balling on a budget, if you're somebody that, money's an issue and you already have a hard time like being able to afford those supplements every month, don't go this route, okay?
Welcome to PricePlow.
What's going on, PricePlow Nation? Back with another supplement review. Today we're going to be checking out Ghost Size. All right, this is Ghost's Muscle Builder. Now, what the fuck is a muscle builder? I know you're wondering, and that's a good question. I thought the same thing. I actually got this product for free, so I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way. This is an unbiased review, but this was sent to me for free, so I got to get that out of the way and let you guys know. It came in with my Max Tuning Mango Margarita flavor. So if you guys did not see that review, I'll make sure and link that down below. It is already sold out. Sorry, but that motherfucker's popular, and it's pretty awesome to see them sell out in like 2 hours. All right, so let's jump into the label. What the fuck is a muscle builder? And that's a good question. Now, when you flip this over, the first thing that you're going to see is that you've got creatine. Now, under a full yield creatine, title, which is giving us 5 grams per serving, you can see that there's 2 separate forms of creatine in this product, which right there is a little bit unique. Be honest. Like typically, if we see creatine in a supplement, we have one form, either hydrochloride or monohydrate, or just a single form. Now with Ghost, they're actually giving us a full 5 grams yield, but they're splitting it into 2 forms. We have creatine hydrochloride, which is kind of touted as being the more water-soluble form of creatine. Some people try to, claim that you need less hydrochloride because it is more soluble to get the same effectiveness. So like, getting away with, 2 grams or 3 grams or something like that. Truth is that there's really little to no evidence to support that, and it is an effective supplement, we could say that, but you still want that dose to be around the 5 gram mark. Now, you're getting at the creatine hydrochloride 3.21 grams delivered, but that yields 2.5 grams total. So I think it's really cool, and it speaks volumes that Ghost is saying, hey, we put fucking 3.21 grams in here, but that's only really yielding 2.5 grams of creatine. I think that says something about their integrity, kind of going above and beyond, because they don't necessarily have to tell you that. So really cool. Next is going to be creatine monohydrate. Now, creatine monohydrate, one of the most studied forms of creatine on the planet. It's definitely proven to be effective, scientifically supported. Again, the 5 gram per day dose is typically the recommended. Here you're getting 2.84 grams delivered, and that's yielding 2.5 grams again. So we're basically getting 2.5 grams yield from hydrochloride, 2.5 grams yield from monohydrate. Put that together, we're getting our 5 grams of creatine per day. Now, remember I was saying that some people think that hydrochloride is more effective than monohydrate. Here's my 2 cents on that is, number one, I don't necessarily think that it is more effective, but there was one recent study that actually compared hydrochloride to monohydrate, and when dosed the same, whenever hydrochloride was dosed the same level as monohydrate, it slightly outperformed monohydrate. Now, I think there needs to be more studies. I think that there was several flaws in that, logic in that study. So, I don't want to, take that for absolute. It also doesn't take away from the fact that monohydrate is amazing. Also, anecdotally, I will tell you, I'm a huge fan of hydrochloride, and the main reason is not because I think it's more effective or anything like that. It's the simple fact that it typically, in my experience, has been more acceptable to clients that have sensitive stomachs. So when I'm working with different types of athletes or weight loss clients, I've had some that do not respond well. They have gastric distress through taking monohydrate. Whenever I put them on hydrochloride, it seems that they are fine. Again, when dosed, well. So, my 2 cents is I'm a big hydrochloride fan. I like the fact that they're mixing the two together. I think that's kind of giving me the best of both worlds. So I'm definitely happy with that, and I think it's creative. So, all in all, we're good there. So we've got creatine at 5 grams yield. So that's first. Now let's moving on down. Next in line, we've got betaine, which this is dosed really well. Also, and also you could look at betaine as similar to creatine, where this is kind of more of saturation ingredient. This is one that needs to be taken every day. You're getting the 2.5 grams, which is right on par from what we would want. Moving on down, we've got beta-alanine. Now, you guys know I'm the beta-alanine hater. This has 2 grams of beta-alanine. Look, all right, I'm not a big fan of beta-alanine just because I hate the fucking itchy face. I'm just like, I'm over it. I fucking can't stand it. But in my criticism, just to clarify, beta-alanine has been shown to be scientifically effective at supporting performance in certain aspects. So I think that we can't take that away. Regardless of how itchy your face is, it definitely has been an effective supplement. In addition, I have said in the past that I am just anti-beta-alanine in my pre-workout. I don't like that I got to deal with my skin crawling during my workout. What I would rather do is I would rather have it in a post-workout, which, you could take this pretty much any time of day, but this would also be a really good post-workout supplement. So I actually like the fact that Ghost put this in here, because if I had my choice, I would rather have this, again, in a post-workout. Problem is, we're getting 2 grams of beta-alanine, which 3.2 grams is the typical clinical studied dose that we like to see in supplements, so it's slightly short. More than likely, what Ghost's logic behind this is that they're splitting up the doses. So with the Ghost Legend, you can see that we're actually getting 2 grams as well, so 2,000 milligrams, aka 2 grams, and then we're getting another 2 grams here. So put those together, we've got 4 grams, which is well within the studied dosing, and we're splitting it into 2 times a day. One of the better beta-alanine studies that was actually done, I want to say it split your beta-alanine up over like 4 servings in a day. So splitting beta-alanine up in a day, or or taking it all in once, more than likely is still going to be as effective. But it's not a supplement that you have to take pre-workout. This is a supplement that basically does well with saturating the cells over time, just like creatine, just like betaine. So this is kind of an any time of day, like, supportive cell saturation product altogether, right off the bat. All right, moving on down. Now, this next ingredient, this is what makes this product super unique. And this is probably what's going to save the day a little bit for Ghost, in my opinion, because I think this is basically an expensive creatine product. But I can't deny that this next ingredient is definitely going to be not cheap, and it's outside the box. And that's going to be Epicatechin, coming in at 200 milligrams. Now, if you're not familiar with this ingredient, because I honestly wasn't until yesterday talking with Mike a little bit, but this is an interesting ingredient that apparently is considered a potential myostatin inhibitor. Now, for those of you that don't know, myostatin is, it's basically kind of, you think of it as a muscle building limiter. And so, it's been theorized that if we can bring that myostatin level down, that basically is kind of putting a cap on the amount of muscle that we can build. We're going to bring that level down, then that's going to give us more opportunity to build muscle, or go through protein synthesis to a greater extent. So whether or not, I think there's been a few studies on this that I found really interesting. I think there needs to be more studies, so I'm not sitting here saying 1,000% that this is an effective ingredient, but there was a few mice studies that seemed to be positive, and there was also human studies, one of which that was done on middle-aged men, I want to say around the age of 40, that did show a 16% reduction of myostatin. which again, in theory, would contribute to muscle building. I think there were some flaws and limitations in the study that had to be considered, but we definitely have to appreciate that Ghost is doing more with a muscle builder than just giving you creatine, right? The betaine was a good, definitely a good additive there. The beta-alanine makes complete sense to me in a product like this. And then throwing that epicatechin is kind of like a curveball that I think is a high quality ingredient that, potentially could be a very, awesome additive, but we'll see what future research gives us. And the last thing is going to be Astragalus, and so that's coming in at 50 milligrams, which is basically kind of an ingredient enhancer, if you will, and that dosing is on point. So, look, here's my 2 cents. This is definitely a good product, okay? There's no doubt that the creatine's on point. I like, again, that they're splitting up the beta-alanine doses. I like that, even though this isn't the full 3.2. The betaine's there. I like the 2 forms of creatine, epicatechin. This is a good product, okay? The doses are there, the ingredients are there. It's good. Another thing is that Ghost is known for being a high quality, not fucking around when it comes to branding, labeling, giving you the best experience as a consumer as they can. All right. Giving you the cons right off the bat, okay? Cons right off the bat. This is going to be an expensive supplement, all right? Just keeping it real, this is an expensive supplement. You're looking at dropping, at best, $30, $32 for 30 servings. So it's going to be slightly over $1 per serving, even if and that's if you use the PricePlow 20% coupon code. Now, if you go without the coupon code, just directly to the website, you're dropping $40. Depending on your situation. If you are somebody that's balling on a budget, if you're somebody that, money's an issue and you already have a hard time being able to afford the supplements every month, don't go this route, okay? You can get a huge thing of creatine monohydrate that'll last you forever for nothing, okay? Just go that route. You don't need to be playing with epicatechin and all that shit. Beta-alanine, you can get that in at a higher dose than some of your pre-workouts, or even if you buy that raw by itself. There's just cheaper options, okay? There's cheaper alternatives. Now, if you are somebody, which I know this is basically Ghost target demographic and market, if you're somebody that does care about quality, it cares about a company and being associated with a company that goes above and beyond to give you a great experience, to always, give you scoop on top and to give you the best labeling, and you're going to consistently get a good product, and that their ingredients and dosing are going to be trusted, hey, I'm all for this. Spend that extra money to do that. Just understand there are cheaper alternatives more than likely. I totally understand and get the Ghost Nation, okay? The folks that are, that buy Ghost and are tied to, I could totally see myself, if I was in a different situation and didn't review supplements, I could totally see myself having this as a go-to company for myself. I love the branding. I love what they stand for. I think that they have a little bit of everything I'm looking for. If I had the expendable income, I could see this being a trusted kind of go-to baseline, good company that I would stick with. But again, the pricing is going to be the problem. That's the thing you got to fucking think about, guys. All right, so that's it. Ghost Size. If you guys are interested in picking up this product, do me a huge favor and head on down to the description of this video where I have a link, and we're going to save you 20% with our PricePlow discount coupon code. So you can save yourself some money if you are interested. That's it. We'll see you guys in the next video. Please do me a huge favor and subscribe.
Welcome to PricePlow.